This is the first patch, Dystopian, that comes up on the single. Did some effecting on it. Alright, so Memes is here. She has not heard the track at all. We're gonna get a first impression. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Novation Summit Polysynth. I'm going to look at some of the sound effects patches and the various sounds and do some sampling into the MPC One. Do a little creative sound design and see what type of beat we make. I have nothing prepared here. I'm just literally jumping in raw. No idea what's going to happen. So let's get right to it. So for those that don't know, the Novation Summit is basically a 16 voice peak with a few extra features and some more panel layout, which is actually really awesome. I initially wasn't sure if I'd be interested in something like this. And then I did a little more research, checked out some stuff, and I realized peak is basically my favorite synth. It's incredible, and having two peaks and an amazing keyboard and more features laid out just sounds awesome. So after messing with it for a few days, I gotta say, it's incredible. I really like this keyboard. This is the first patch, Dystopian, that comes up on the single. This whole keyboard setup is really, really nice. The only thing that I wish was a little more convenient about it is the modulation routing. It'd be awesome to be able to have something where you hold a button or something to say which modulation you're gonna grab and to which way you wanna route it. Like, that would be really nice, but that's kind of a minor gripe. So let's look for some sound effects. What I wanna do first is basically grab some sounds that are kind of weird. Actually, let's take off the effects completely. And the release, yeah. Alright, let's go into the sampler. And I believe this is coming through. For those wondering how I have this routed, I have the Summit left and right main coming out, going into my Mackie board right here, an Onyx 32.4, and that is then routing. I have the additional 1-2 bus routing that signal into the MPC One as well. So what you're hearing right here is directly out of the Mackie into a Motu 828 ES, and then the MPC One is also routed into the Mackie, which is going into the 828 ES. But I do have the bus 1 and 2 routed into the inputs of the Akai, so I can easily sample stuff. So let's grab this. Kind of a weird sound, right? Forest Full is the name of this patch, so we'll call it Forest Full. All right, why not? What's next in here? By the way, for those wondering, I just went to the category and went sound effects. And then now I'm scrolling through with the sounds right here. You can do that on the peak as well. Give it a little reverb. Let's give it some distortion. Too loud. I like the distortion on the peak and the Summit. It's just really good stuff. I think I'm gonna capture that. It's called Eating Tape. Let's go with that. Next. I think that's the LFO doing that. Let's change that LFO. Better. Let's adjust that depth. Change the filter a bit. So there is an infinite reverb that you can do on this. If you go to reverb type 3 on the Summit, and then max out the reverb to 127. See, it says 127 on here. Then like this just has a infinite verb that's going on, which I really like. I don't think it's gonna work for this patch, but just to give a idea of what can happen with that. So this is an infinite verb. It's gonna go on, I think, forever anyways. I can adjust the volume of the reverb. But, well, I think there's a very slow decay on the top end. It's really cool. You take that down a little bit. Let's go 115 on there. And now it's a really nice long reverb tail. Let's record that. That works. Let's call that electrostatic, because that's what the patch is called. And we're going to put it over here to A3. Next. It's called exorcism. This has the dual filter in here. The dual filter is what you don't have on the peak, so it can take the two resonant filters to make the 24 dB. You can split them up and make like two band pass or a low pass and a high pass and various frequencies and all that. It's really cool. That is actually one of the reasons that kind of sold me on the Summit, and then I started experiencing the whole keyboard version of it, and I was like, okay, this is definitely awesome. How about some chorus? More volume, please. Ooh, yeah. Let's turn on the reverb a bit. That's cool. Some nice dirt in there. We're gonna have to capture that for sure. Let's bring the filter down. Save that. It is called exorcism. Moving on. Got hovercraft. I'm just gonna grab that a little bit. Moving on, we got rewinder. Yeah, that's a little unusable for me. I'm gonna skip that patch. Ethereal FM. I might want to grab this. And then filter sweep it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Basically, been sticking with E flat minor. Eternal FM, yes. What else we got here? FM Chaos. Interesting patch. I think we're gonna skip it. Let's go to the next bank. It's called Force Field. And then woodpecker, radiophonic organ. Oh, we should definitely grab this. Let's capture this. Night Critters. Wasabi Ghost. Interesting sounding. That's going to be some texture. That might do it for effects. There's some chorus in here. 4-tap chorus. That sounds super cool. I don't know if I want to sample that or actually sequence that. I think what I'm going to do is grab some chords. Maybe we'll just go back and forth between E flat minor and D flat major. Back and forth. It's kind of a moody thing, moody arrangement type of thing. Maybe we could do that. Or we could go to A flat and then G flat major. Could do that type of thing. Or again, we can just keep it simple. Or be like, and then 2 of those, and then back to E flat. Might grab that, actually, as a little sprinkle. Let's go make a patch now. Say this one. Actually made this patch a few days ago. Okay, let's make a new one though. So fresh patch, nothing else going on. Let's check out. So it's on a sawtooth. Let's go square. Let's do the shape. And let's throw LFO1 on the shape. A little bit of movement already. Let's make oscillator 1 maxed out, VCA maxed out. I'm gonna throw distortion in here right away too. Okay, I'm gonna keep the attack fairly quick. Okay, sustain, release a bit. Okay, so that's pretty basic so far. Let's throw a low tone in there. That's a low saw. Let's adjust the fine tune a little bit. Let's adjust the shape of this. Actually, let's go just hear the first oscillator. So again, that's sawtooth with the 16-foot, the low octave of oscillator 2. Let's go mod envelope on here. Let's have a long attack, decay, sustain, everything. It's actually pretty cool. Now let's throw the LFO in there as well for a little more movement. Let's get more in there. Already sounded pretty cool. Let's spread the oscillators. Ooh, actually, hold up. Drift. Let's have a little bit of drift, a little bit of divergence. So what drift and divergence is doing is simulating old analog technology. So they're not like super hyper in tune. One thing that I didn't explain is the Oxford oscillators are technically digital oscillators, but what makes them different is that instead of running at say like 48 kilohertz or 96 kilohertz or something like that, they run in the megahertz. So the actual samples in between each piece of waveform that's being created on the digital to analog converter is in the megahertz range. So the oscillator sounds fantastic, essentially, even though it is coming from a digital source. It has really solid, just core structure to it, if that makes any sense. And if I was incorrect on that, feel free to correct me in the comments. Cool, so let's bring in oscillator 1 again. Badass. Now, is it here? Yes, here we go. Voice filter. I want to do the spread. Let's go like 25. So we're getting some stereo panning of these notes. There's no effects on that. I don't think anyways. Yeah, no effects. Except for distortion. Now let's throw in some ensemble. I mean, chorus, 4-tap. Let's go 12 dB on the filter, keep it with low pass. Some resonance. Maybe do a little envelope, amp envelope. Okay, we need to put some velocity in here. That might be too much. So at 0, you know, like any type of velocity is not doing anything to the volume. Does nothing. Throw that in, you start getting some variation. Let's take out the chorus. Before we throw other effects on, let's do some more stuff. So we have another oscillator to work with. We could even do FM, do oscillator 2 into 3. Let's change it to a sine wave. Just threw on the overdrive pre-filter. Let's throw the ARP on. So far I'm really liking this. Maybe throw a little more attack on there. Soften it a bit. Cool. This is great. Let's throw LFO in there too. like thick, juicy, but polite sound at the same time. It's like firm, strong, and polite all at once. Let's throw some effects on there. Let's go with the big reverb. I don't even know if it needs delay. This chorus is cool, but I don't think it needs it. I'm liking this. I'm gonna save it. Fast forward to the next day, I had to take a break. I was streaming Doom Eternal on my Twitch page. I loaded up a kit called Trap Soul Menace and did some effecting on it. Like it came with like a maximizer on there. I got rid of that. Had some vocal samples in there too. Replaced those with, this was a Summit sample. And then these. So those are in there now. And these are still from the original kit. Again, it was called Trap Soul Menace kit. It was a stock kit from the MPC One. And then I just did like a quick little, just like a little loop right here. 120 BPM. And then I made a kit out of these samples. I'm calling it the Summit Samples Kit. It's very like moody, atmospheric type of stuff. We're gonna do a little sequencing with that stuff. I also loaded up a multi-patch on here. It's called Bored in Canada. It's it's like the third or something, or the third patch from the multis. So, actually I think I changed this a little bit. Let's go back to the original. So yeah, Bored in Canada, a little bit of adjustment, sounds like this. So yeah, we got this going. We need to throw some stuff in here. Yeah, so we'll leave that there. Then we'll start with this. 2 bars. Cool. Let's see how that sounds with some harmony. this now. So these are the Summit samples. Might be a little too loud. Okay. Cool, I think also this one, I'm not gonna have it repeat, so that sample can just keep on keeping on. Cool. Alright, I'm digging the way that's sounding so far. Maybe we should go back to a single patch. This is the dystopian patch. Oh yeah, also we had the patch I made yesterday too. I forgot about that. Let's see if this works. Clashing a little bit. So I think I'm gonna skip out on the G flat major chord. I think that's like causing a little dissonance. So I think we're gonna do 2 measures of, or 4 measures technically, of E flat minor. And we'll go D flat major for 2 measures, and then 2 measures of A flat major. And then just repeat. I think that'll be, yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's try with the multi. I'm gonna change the split on this. We'll go right here. Yeah. There we go. That's where home will be for that. Let's try it. Let's see, maybe I should sequence this bass. Or hold up, before we do any sequencing of stuff, maybe we should record some of this. Switch that to bandpass. Take out some of those low end. Yeah, I'm gonna try some just like simple chords right here. Let's go back to the low pass filter. that works. Let's throw that into an audio track over here. I could actually sample that back in as a regular sample and put it on a pad and trigger it as an 8-bar pad. Maybe we should try that. Let's do that. Let's go sampler. I'm still learning this platform, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I guess we'll call this Teft patch. We'll go to effects. Let's make some verb on there. Wash it out a bit. And I think the filter, we need to take some stuff out too. I think maybe we'll do a band pass. Yeah, like band 4. See how that sounds. Oops. I think that works. All right, so now that we got this, we need to throw that into the sounds. I think the samples in general need to come down a bit. Let's see what a compressor on the bus sounds like. So let's go VCA compressor. Give me a meter, how much gain reduction I'm getting. I'm just gonna capture this bass line on here. I'm gonna keep it as MIDI when we do the track. Cool, so we got a bass line in there, and then I'm able to play the keys over here. Okay, I think I'm feeling this. I'm gonna grab Memes and see what her first impression is live on this beat. So let's do that. All right, so Memes is here. She has not heard the track at all. We're gonna get a first impression.
One of those.
One of those.
One of those videos.
Gonna be one of those, exactly. I do have the keyboard set up.
I love this keyboard. I love the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's a really nice keyboard. I'm very, very pleased with the Summit. All right, well, I guess I'll just jump right into it. See what you think, yeah?
Okay.
All right.
You're going right into like a chorus. That was good.
Digging it?
Yeah. I'm like thinking, what can I do? What can I offer?
Your voice.
Well, yeah. Duh, right? Or what can I bring to the table as far as like a melody?
Sure. Yeah.
Let me hear it again.
Yeah. You want to just riff? Here, I'm going to put reverb on your voice.
Okay.
You can just riff off of it.
That I like. That's cool.
Just give me a reason for every nobody baby. Can never ever fall down, down. Just running back bound, and ready up down. Just give me a reason for living like I needed you. And there I go down, down to your arm, rain down in the summertime. Away.
Something different?
Here, try the pads.
Oh, I can.
Only high, don't worry, no follow.
I had to just let it go.
Yeah.
How long does that go?
30 seconds.
I can do it again at any time.
What a fire you breathe you in. Roll away, you're rolling down my own. And carry my own. Oh, you rode it low, you rain on fire, read it loud. You carry on me, carry on me. Don't send away you fire mile higher than it. Oh, and then you dance with your partner in the fire, baby. I don't know what I need to know. 'Cause I just wanted just a reason. Oh, I just want some reason. And the fire grows, but you don't know where you can mount. You fade away, and you fade away like no one else gone. And you're gone. The fire back, and you don't know where you carry on suddenly. And the rainy dust and leading me on. You carry me wrong. You're waiting on me on another steamy to find me streaming out away on me. You own me, just a man of very defeat, and I was only gone to leave you fighting me down I'm back to your arms.
That was cool.
Something else.
Maybe there's no reality. Oh, you love me again.
really cool. I love the use of the keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the MPC One.
Yeah. MPC One's been a lot of fun. Really
but,
cool.
You know, getting to play a little bit of this when we got this,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it was really fun. And a lot of
Yeah.
ideas coming.
Yeah.
coming
Tons
out.
of ideas. A lot of inspiration.
Yeah.
Right, from the different sounds and all that. Yeah. Really cool stuff.
GG's.
GG's. Guys, that's the video. Thank you very much for watching it. I don't know how long it's going to be because I recorded like a good hour and a half beforehand before we started jamming. So yeah, if you made it all the way through the end, that is awesome. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel, make sure to sub, ring the bell, like the video, and leave a comment. We always read all the comments. We would greatly appreciate all the feedback as well. If you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those places, and consider streaming our records on Spotify, all that stuff. Always greatly appreciate it, guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Looking forward to making more content too, right?
All the jammy jams.
Them
All
jammy
that we can
jams.
do.
Stay safe out there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Deuces.